Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Highland Ridge Mesa Ridge Super Light 242 RL rear living travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and a couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you're going to leave plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. On your off campsite, besides your slide, I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. So leave plenty of room for that slide to come in and out, and then park so that you can utilize the facilities of your power and water, which are all the way back here on this rear corner. So park accordingly so you can utilize those. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. Unit comes with a power tongue jack, night docking light should you arrive at night, retract to lower, extend to raise. Now should you lose power, under this rubber stopper right here, this hand crank will get this up and down. Without power, speaking of power, check your battery post now and then, make sure those have a wiggle loose going down the road. Got a unit level, time to stabilize it. Your trailer is equipped with power stabilizing jacks. Flippers, just push one button to extend. As I extend them, I'm going to mention a couple things. One, make sure your feet end up flat when they come down. Two, recommended stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris. Hot black top in the summer. That'll better distribute your weight. Use your 10% off coupon. Grab a 4-pack of those. Put them down underneath these. Again, making sure your foot is flat. If you loosen these bolts up and leave that kind of loose, they'll come down nice and flat for you. So we've already got our unit level. All we're doing at this point is stabilizing. So we're only going to run these down just until they're flat and it feels like it's going to start lifting the unit. Remember, we're already level, all we want to do is stabilize it. Get the front two down, get the back two down, your unit is level and stable. Now we'll show you, some power stabilizing jacks do have a manual override. You've got a slotted hand crank here, goes in there. You can crank them right back up if you don't have power. Speaking of power, got our unit level and stable, time to hook up our power. Big long 30 amp cord plugs here on the rear. The way these go in now is they'll go into a little left. Once they're in, turn it to the right to lock it, and then put this black washer on. That'll hold that right where it needs to be. At the end of that short cord, if you need to plug into a 110, in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp reducer. All right, we got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Docking station's back here. Lift this up. Push this handle down, that'll hold that open for you. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protect the lines in the unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit. Come up here, point your knob down for city, Hook that up. Hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Yours is located over here on the campsite, just above your tires. And all we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plug's back in. May have left it out last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater. Throw some plumber's tape around there. Put your rod and plug in there nice and snug. Once that's in there nice and tight, then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a little bit, go inside, open up your slide, and open up all of your water taps. Get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Shut them off, and at that point you'll know your hot water heater is full and you can turn that on from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go boondocking or dry camping. In that case, we're going to fill up our freshwater tank. Tank fill. So turn this blue up. Repeat the process of turning your hose on here. Opening up all the lines, making sure your hot water heater is full. Or plugged. However, while filling your tank, I want you to stay inside and watch it. There's a spot inside where you can check the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a button for your fresh water. Keep an eye on that fresh water while you're filling it. Once it's full, remove that hose, and then whenever you want to use that fresh water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to city water, that's already pressurized. Alright, we got power and water, we're all ready to camp. I'm going to walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit, continuing here in the docking station. Got this hot and cold shower that this spray port hose will hook up to. Down here is a black tank flush, and there's our cable. Again, tank fill and city fill. Stabilizing jacks in the rear. Turn up your off camp side. There's a flute for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, it will get hot. And two, make sure nothing's ever blocking that. There's our black and gray holding tanks. Front stabilizing jacks, big pass-through storage area. Your propane does come with a cover. It's on a regulator. Pointed toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Continuing down your campsite here. Again, pass-through storage. It's a magnet to hold your door open. Hot water heater. This is access to the back of your fridge. That is a vent for your microwave. There is a couple of 110s here. Get in there. Underneath there is your low point drains. And this is a manual override crank for your spare tire. Or excuse me, for your slide. Spray port hose. More storage here. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. I do recommend you get a cover for your spare tire. That'll keep that from dry rotting on you. And you're also prepped for a backup camera. Well, it covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry door in case of an emergency. Up on the wall to my left is my control panel. Auxiliary tank, gray tanks, black tanks, fresh tank. That's the one I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water's full. And your battery. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using that potable water. Water heater if hooked to gas, water heater if hooked to electric, it does make a difference. Slide lighting, exterior lighting, slide control and awning control. On your awning, I just want to mention, when you run this out, you see the top is white, or excuse me, the top is gray, the bottom is white. You only want to run that out until you see your white flap fall down. When your flap falls down, you know you're out as far as you need to go. If you keep running that out, it'll run itself out and start to run itself back up on top of itself. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. You see, battery hookup is required for slide operation. You can get it out with just your battery, but you cannot get it out with just power. You need to have the battery connected as well. Continuing in the unit, smoke alarm here in the hallway. Lower cold fridge. Here's your modes. You got gas, you got auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're on gas. Or just electric or just gas. Self-explanatory microwave. Below that, you have a light and a fan above your cooktop here. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. You see when you turn this to light, it turns red. Turn on your gas when your gas is on, or hit your spark when your gas is on. That'll light up. Same thing on your oven. Just turn it to this flame and then light it down here. No need for a pilot light anymore. Once it's lit, turn this to your desired temperature. Rock that panel light down for an oven light. Below your oven is your breaker box and fuses. A couple of 15s in there. To the right of that is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Reason I mention that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping, boondocking somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, use your battery disconnect to keep this running your battery down if you're going to be gone all day. Then in your kitchen area, big long prep area, your recliners, simply pull up on the parachute pull to recline. Put them back down with your feet. Table will lift up off these bars, set on these lips, put your back cushions on top, and that'll give you another sleeping quarters. Insignia TV, variant sound system. You can run your TV through this system as well. AM, FM, Bluetooth compatible. Turn it up a little bit, see if we can get a channel to come in. Alright, so we got music indoors, or just outdoors, or both. So dual zoned. Nice system. Let's go into your bathroom. Make sure your shower doors are snapped closed for travel. I mentioned here you have your 110 with GFCI reset. Hand crank open power exhaust vent. Some plumbing to keep an eye on. Another door to make sure you have snapped open for travel. Not much talk about your bedroom other than you are prepped for a TV. You can put a TV here. Cable 110 up there. You have a little bit of storage up underneath here. With some drawers on this side. Well, that about covers it in the unit. Let's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite and close the unit up. I like to go through and shut off all my lighting. See, in our bedroom here, a lot of your unit has this one-touch lighting. So walk through, shut off all of our lighting, shut off our interior lights here, and then you can look around and see any individual lights you need to shut off. Once you get all this lighting, next thing I want to mention is doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Make sure everything's secure here. TV is back against the wall. Nothing's sticking out down there. Nothing's going to impede our slide from coming in. Make sure all your vents in the unit are closed. When we're ready, come back to our control panel and hit slide in. Slide comes in rather quickly. I do want you to hear this noise at the end. Yours doesn't do it. Some of these slides, when they get in, they make a clunky noise, just stopping it from going in any further. All right, now, biggest thing on these steps, make sure that your exterior door is all the way open before you close it. Otherwise, this is sure to catch on it. You also have adjustable feet. Simply pull out on these and move the foot to where you want it. Lock that in there. Before you leave the campsite, and I say that in case you want to check the levels while you're dumping, make sure you lock and deadbolt this door, lift and turn that handle. All right, at this point, we're going to unhook our power, our water, our cable. We're going to walk around, bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. Once you got these up, hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just in front of your tires on your driver's side of your vehicle. Once you arrive, hook up your 10-foot hose, get that underneath there, and then pull this black handle. Now your black handle is going to be your sewage. When that's no longer draining, go inside, check your black tank, make sure it's empty. Come back out, make sure you leave that black handle open. Grab the hose at the dump station and come in here to your tank flush. Hook that hose up, again emphasizing that your black tank handle is open. Turn your hose on and let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, remove your hose, make sure all that washout has drained, and then close your black handle and pull your gray handle. Now your gray handle is going to be cleaner water, your sinks, your showers. So that'll clean your sewage hose out for you. When that's done, take your sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right there in your bumper. And head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Mesa Ridge for many years to come. Happy camping.